Hey y'all, it's me, Dree. So my message today feels like the collective is finally becoming curious enough to stop, lying to themselves about what has been really draining them. Because once you become willing to truly look at something for what it is, the illusion, it can't survive anymore. And what I'm getting from this reading is that the curiosity itself became the catalyst for change. So we're going to start at the beginning, which brings in this emotion card of curiosity. And under curiosity, we have the Ten of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Devil reverse. So immediately, this energy is coming in heavy because I'm getting that the collective is becoming curious about an ending they experienced. And I'm getting that this ending that occurred was a big one. It feels like the final chapter of something that carried breakdown energy with this Ten of Swords. This is emotional exhaustion. This is backstab energy. This is hitting rock bottom. And what I'm getting is that the collective finally started questioning whether this connection that ended was ever even healthy to begin with. Because with this Devil reverse, it feels like someone who is carrying codependent and abusive energy. This is toxic patterns, unhealthy attachments. This is negative karmic cycles. And I'm getting that. The curiosity about this ending and this energy becoming a part of the realization, well, that's what led into this Wheel of Fortune moment. This is a decisive moment. This is a turning point. This is a real change in fate. And what I'm getting is that this time, the wheel finally started turning the right way in the collective's favor, because once the collective chose themselves, things started shifting in their reality immediately. And honestly, I'm getting that this happening, well, that would bring anybody's life force back to them. With this Passion card, I'm getting that it took y'all a very long time to get to this point. But now that you have, things are starting to make progress very quickly. The center of this spread is the waxing moon, the Eight of Cups reverse, and the Ten of Wands reverse. So here, this whole middle column feels like the reality itself starting to shift. Because this waxing moon card says consciousness is gaining strength. Final steps are picking up speed. This says progress is happening now. And I'm getting that it's happening quickly also. Because this feels like a 1 to 2 week kind of energy where the collective starts seeing movement emotionally, then mentally, and then even physically around them. But then the emotional truth lands with this 8 of Cups reverse, because I'm getting that the person who was connected to this broken relationship, they are not being honest with anyone. They are not even being honest with themselves. And that's kind of scary. They are staying for the wrong reasons. They are faking their happiness. They are sitting in limbo. And I'm getting that the collective finally sees this all clearly now, which is why this column ends with this 10 of Wands reverse. And this feels so important because now is the time to lay y'all's burden downs all together. It's time to release it. It's time to readjust to y'all's center. Time to reduce the emotional heaviness this ending came with. Because to be honest, what restores the passion, that is the relief itself. The release, I mean. Because once the burden starts lifting, the life force starts returning too. And with your life force returning, that's what naturally opens the door into gratitude, right? This column ends the message with the 3 of Cups reverse, the King of Coins, and the 10 of Coins reverse. So this whole column, this feels like the collective finally seeing this entire situation very clearly, because this was never clean energy. This feels like someone y'all were trying to build with, but all they contributed was emotional chaos, heavy partying, third-party friction, love triangles, and then y'all being left all alone to pick up the pieces of it all afterwards. And right with that is when this King of Coins enters. I don't think this card is gender specific because tarot doesn't recognize gender, but what I'm getting is that this person projected King of Coins energy outwardly. They projected as stable, grounded, dependable, and secure. But the environment surrounding them, that never actually supported that reality. Because a real King of Coins, they do not thrive inside of constant emotional chaos, third-party situations, avoidance, and instability. King of Coins is not going to be found in those kind of environments. So the collective is finally seeing the difference between the image and the actual foundation underneath, because the 10 of Coins comes in to end this whole thing. This is the collapse of the illusion. This is realizing that whatever looked stable externally actually wasn't stable underneath at all. Because this card talks about instability, money concerns, contracts, family dysfunctions, family dysfunction. This is structures being held together through obligation or appearances instead of actual genuine alignment. And I think that that's why gratitude enters right here. Not because this ending didn't hurt, but because now y'all can finally see the truth clearly enough to stop building your future around an illusion. That is a big moment to get to. But once that clarity lands, the entire energy here shifts. Because looking at the bottom of the deck is beautiful. After all of this heaviness, we have the Fool, the Two of Cups, the Vernal Equinox, and the Four of Wands. And what I'm getting first here is freedom. The Fool feels like the collective finally stepping into a completely new emotional cycle without dragging all this old heaviness with them. Because this feels much lighter. This feels cleaner. And this feels much more aligned. And then the Two of Cups enters, and this feels like emotional reciprocity finally returning to the collective. Not trauma bonds, not one-sided effort, not survival attachment, but actual, mutual, real feelings. This is being in sync. This is real companionship. And honestly, I'm getting that some of y'all had to completely relearn what safe love even feels like, because the chaos of whatever this was, that became so normalized. And this vernal equinox comes in and confirms that this shift is already happening right now. This is the dark coming to the light, which brings a fresh start and an awakening. And this card says it's time to act now. So this feels like the energy itself tipping into a new season. And then this whole thing ends with the Four of Wands. This is celebration, union. This is community support. And what I'm getting the strongest from this entire message is that the collective is finally learning the difference between surviving love and actually feeling safe inside of love. Because this whole reading starts with endings, abuse, codependency, emotional exhaustion, but it ends in alignment, support, stability, and genuine emotional safety. And that's huge, because that's what this shift of curiosity into passion, into gratitude has done. These are the emotions that you truly need to encompass to shift your reality. And I'm getting that your life force coming back through passion and you expressing gratitude and encompassing the gratitude in your daily life, even as this whole heavy mess was unfolding. Well, this harnessing those emotions and letting this cycle finally end, those two together, that brings you a whole new beginning, a whole new start, brand new. This brings you companionship, real aligned companionship, and I'm guessing that y'all maybe have never even felt that before. And it's coming quick, guys. It's coming quick. And with it, there's going to be a big cause for celebration, because this is people in your energy field supporting you, celebrating you. And I'm getting that that's something that some of y'all haven't felt in a really, really long time. And that is the message that I have for y'all today. So if this one landed, then please like the message, leave me a comment, and follow my page. And send your energy into the channel, because I truly believe that the way my channel grows is through equal give and take, mutual exchange, reciprocity. So send your energy to me, and I'll keep sending mine to you. And that's what I got for y'all today. So remember, where there is love, there is light. I'll see you guys again real soon.